Hello fellow Nakids! So you want to play Rust? Then you've come to the right place. Today I'm going to talk about several important topics and show you some interesting stuff in Rust. So let's get right into it. As you can see, there are several tabs in the server search. It's important to know that official servers will be snappy when you're new, especially because there's no team limit on this. Without a group you're doomed. So you want to have a server that's not too busy and certainly not too quiet. But of course you want to be able to improve yourselves. So we're looking for a server that's beginner friendly. The people here are generally friendly and are willing to help you out if needed. If PvP scares you a bit, there are also non-PvP servers to play on. You will also see a modded section. In this modded section you will see a variety of modded servers. This ranges from helicopter servers to arena servers. If you have little time to play, but you still want to enjoy the game or even farm less, then there are also servers with a ×2 or ×10 gathering speed. This shortens the farming process and it makes it faster to progress in the game. For the PvP chats I also have a server to offer. This server is one of my favorite training servers. If you press F1 and then type this number on the screen, you will connect to this server. The first thing I'm going to show you is aimbots. Aimbots is a lobby full of NPCs where you can practice shooting. As you can see, you are given all the weapons to play with. Personally, I think the AK is the best, but opinions differ. I recommend holding each weapon for a moment so that you at least know what each weapon is doing. Your stats are monitored in the top left corner. Here you can see your accuracy and your headshot percentage. You also see several buttons. As you can see, when you press pattern, the spray pattern of the weapon will be visible. And this keeps tracks of the shots you fired. For every 5 shots on average, percentages is calculated and displayed on the top right corner of your screen. Finally, there's also a damage button. If you press this, the NPCs will not die anymore. Now we are back in the lobby by typing /leave. We join targets. It's the same principle as aimbots but slightly different. Now you will see distance in the left corner. If you press it, you will teleport to the distance that it says. So once again we're back in the lobby. Right here you see Scrim. Scrim is 1v1 arenas, but it's rated. If you win you will get elo, and if you lose you will lose elo. Right now we're going to free for all. It says it all. It's like Call of Duty. I recommend turning your volume a bit down because it's chaos in there and you don't want to be dead by the end of the day. Enjoy the preview. Last but not least, we're going to join our arena lobby. I knew that guy was going to push me, so I had to peek. Now I have to heal myself until I'm 100 HP. If you watch closely, you can see that my HP is regenerating slowly. If you pop a medical syringe, you will heal for 50 and you will heal another 20 over time. To heal that 20 HP, you need to stop the bleeding. It will affect your overtime healing. This was UPN. Now we're going to join the Battlefield server.
Yeah, I got 7k high class.
Oh hell yeah, TP that shit to me.
That's why they choked me.
Oh my god, I almost just died.
I got 28k high class now.
That's why they choked it. They kept running for it, I was gonna say. No shit.
I'm dead. Fuck.
He's down, I think. He should be down. What? I'm down. This guy just survived.
Shit, do you have any run?
When you kill 6 players, you will get an airdrop and it will just fall from the sky, just like
Wait, that's
angels.
a bit.
In this server you can also spawn in a minicopter with /mini, but I wanted to see if my friend can fly a minicopter, so I let him fly, and this is what happens.
Oh, met je muis. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Spatie, als je eruit springt, dan ga je
I join a server, the first thing I do is check the map. I do this so that I can select a spot to make base. You want a position that's close to the road and at least an area where you can get a green keycard, and maybe a blue or a red one. If you look at the map you will see different monuments. Now I'm going to show you some piece of art. On this picture I've put all the monuments together. The first thing you notice is the radiation logo and the keycards. Radiation sign means it's lethal to anyone under 11 radiation protection to enter this place. Take a look at this. You will see this when you open your inventory. Press tab to open your inventory. And you will see the big radiation sign and launch sign. This means wear a hazmat suit or you will die. At least in the main building. The keycard logo means you will get this keycard by looting this monument. But the little plus on the right side of the red keycard means you will need this red keycard to enter this place and get bunches and bunches of loot. There's a second way to obtain these keycards, and that's by buying them in bandit camp. The green keycards cost 15 scrap, the blue one 40 and the red one 80 scrap. Right now I will speedrun a lot of keycards. If you don't want to see this, you can just skip. first thing I do when I spawn is craft a bow. The reason behind this is that you would rather protect your farm than lose it against a bow kit. Let me show you some proof. On this picture you see a lot of nodes, stone nodes, metal nodes and silver node and a big tree. Each source has its own pickable version of itself, and this pickable version gives 50 wood, metal, silver or stone. With wood you build the foundations of your base. You don't want your base to be from wood, because it's easy burnable and raidable. So you want to upgrade it fast to stone. Or even metal. Stone is the way to go for a smaller base early game. The problem with metal is that you need to smelt it first. That is why we go for stone. Next, you see a lot of tools on the picture. It ranges from shit to really good. The higher the percentage on the picture, the more you get from the node or the tree you're farming. You can craft all the tools you see on the picture except the jackhammer. All the other ones you need a blueprint for it, except the stone tools. Just saying. In my hand I have a salvage pickaxe and I'm going to mine these nodes efficiently. Usually you hit the glowing spot on the node, you farm it in 6 hits. But I'm going to show you a trick where you can farm it in 5 hits. It doesn't always work, but 50% of the time it does. Right now you can see the most built starter bases. It's up to you which one you're gonna build. Usually I build the smaller one if I'm alone, and I build a 2x2 when I at least have one teammate with me. Because storage is a real issue with the 1x1 base. You can always build honeycombing around the base. Honeycombing means you add more doors to the loot room, so it's harder for the raiders to raid you. At the moment I intend to build a base. To do this I need a building plan and a hammer. Building plan to place the foundations and the walls, the hammer to upgrade it. Then I create a tool cupboard. A tool cupboard is the heart of the base. If you lose it, you will gradually lose your base. When you have your building plan, you start with the foundations. So first we're going to place 4 foundations next to each other. If you right click on the building plan, you can choose what to build. For the foundation, you make either a square or triangle foundation. There are all kind of stuff you can place in your base, like half walls, low walls, stairs, even floor frames. That brings us to the door part. For the doors you can use either the door wall or the door frame. Now I'm gonna use the doorway for the outside door and the doorway for the door to the base. So now let me finish this base, upgrade the floors and place down the TC. To make the doors you have to press Q or just go to inventory and press on crafting and then search for double doors for the door to the outside and craft one single door. When placing the double door, make sure it opens inwards. If it opens outwards and you're trying to get in the base, it will be stressful when somebody is shooting at you. Don't forget to place your sleeping bag in the base so you have a chance to respawn when you die. And place the upkeep inside the TC so it doesn't decay. Now I will put a keylog on the door. The keylog is ideal for a solo player because easy craftable, is cheap and you don't have to smelt any metal for it. There's also a code lock, which is useful for teams, but it's slightly more expensive to craft. Right now I want to craft a workbench 1, but for a workbench 1 I need 100 metal fragments. To get those metal fragments I need to craft a furnace first. To craft a furnace you need stone, wood and low grade fuel. But to get low grade fuel you need to kill an animal or chop barrels. On this picture you see 2 ways to get low grade fuel. The fastest way is to kill an animal and turn the animal fat into low grade fuel. Crude oil containers are really good, but not for our early game, because you don't have the oil refinery blueprint. At the moment I'm planning to make a workbench 1. For this process you need 75 scrap, 500 wood and 100 metal fragments. Crafting the workbench 1 allows you to make more items in the game. The first thing you see is the tag tree button. When pressing it, the tag tree of the workbench 1 appears. The workbench 1 is divided into 4 categories. These are tools, gear, building and electrical. Imagine you want to learn something further down the tree, then you will have to learn everything before that blueprint. You can also find blueprints and learn them to be able to craft them, But if you want to learn the next blueprint, then you have to learn everything from the start. Oh, by the way, beds are better sleeping bags with a lower cooldown. With that being said, I'm now going to learn a revolver. The revolver is a Workbench 1 weapon. As you can see, I don't have the path to the revolver, but I have the revolver. With the research table you can study the revolver to craft it yourself. It will take 10 seconds and 75 scrap to study a revolver. Right now we studied the revolver blueprint. As you can see in the tree, we don't have the path to the revolver, but we have the revolver. The next item on the list is the beam can grenade. We are not able to craft this because we don't have the flare and the pistol bullets. The Workbench 2 and 3 are quite similar to the 1. The only thing that changes are the items you can get. You can pick up workbenches, but it will damage the workbench. To craft the Workbench 2 you need 500 scrap, and to craft the Workbench 3 you need 1250 scrap. Right now we have 2 starting points for the Workbench 2. On the left we have a hazmat suit, and on the right we have Zord. Once you study the hazmat suit you will be able to learn the hoodie, the metal boots, the gloves. So in the beginning of the tree you can all study the gear, so it's easier than it was before, because you had to find all the pieces, or you would be better off wearing a hazmat suit. For the right part of the tree we start with the Zord. After that you find the better tools, and then it splits up into categories. The building part with electricity and the guns and the boom. The electricity parts are cheaper to research, and the guns and the boom will cost a lot more scrap. Right now we're looking at the last workbench. In this workbench you can most likely find the AK, the bolt action sniper rifle, the C4 and the boom, like the explosives, special types of 5.56 ammo, incendiary ammo and explosive ammo and high velocity ammo. You can also get higher tier car parts, certain car compartments, the armored cockpit and the armored passenger seat. This workbench will cost 1250 scrap, 100 high quality metal and 1k metal fragments. I just placed down a repair bench. With a repair bench you can skin your items, if you have the skins. You can buy them in the Rust shop. I will put the link in the description. For guns you need a blueprint to repair them. There are also certain types of guns you can always repair, like the military types of guns, like the LR, the M2, the M9, the M39, the Spas shotgun and the multiple grenade launcher, aka the Klunk. And that's kinda it. This is the last thing I'm gonna talk about today. Once in a while chopper will appear somewhere in the map. This chopper will most likely attack you depending on how much gear you wear. So I'm gonna show you what to wear exactly when the chopper is nearby, otherwise it will kill you. Okay, right now I'm wearing 2 pieces of gear and I call in the chopper to my location. The big question is, will he attack me? Yes or no? And he doesn't attack me. Oh, and he will attack you if you wear 3 pieces of clothing. Okay, now I'm wearing a hazmat suit and he won't attack me because a hazmat suit counts as 1 clothing item. He will attack you if you shoot at it, or if you have a gun in your hotbar and every weapon above a crossbow. If a chopper gets killed in the ocean or in a river, you won't be on fire and you can instantly loot him, but you're not able to mine him. After some time you are able to mine him. This is what you get in return. These are the crates you can find in the world of Rust. Check this picture out if you are in need of food. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.